We'd better buckle up for this one. One team already ranked in the top 25, the other sitting just on the cusp and trying to prove a point in this one. Welcome to the Palouse, Pullman, Washington Martin Stadium, home to the Washington State Cougars. As we'll see a squad from the Pac-12, the UNLV Rebels, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the Washington State Cougars. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Washington State ready to kick off as it's time to get things started. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. On the option. Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Washington State will come to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Washington State lines up quickly. Jumped the gun just a bit, and we've got a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Jones to throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a
touchdown, Cougar! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Rebels offense is back on the field. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle, it's Fry. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Caught in the backfield, it's Fry. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. And now on second down for this offense. Johnson looking to throw. Bringing the heat. Quarterback gets the first down. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
He can throw it. He can buy time. He can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense up against this. He's just really fast, and I can't catch him.
Wants to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Fry. Touchdown, Rebels. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
He does a really nice job getting the snap, getting the ball to his wide receiver in stride so he continue to run full speed and make all those yards after the catch and get all the way to the end zone.
Setting up for the extra point and the top. And he splits the uprights on the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they covered the final 29 yards with that touchdown pass. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Odom. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. The toss to the right. Breaks into the open. Crosses midfield. At the 30. Oh, I thought he was taking that all the way, but they stop him at the 7.
And listen, Reese, we know the defensive ends are the most important players on the field, but especially when they run outside, especially when you run a toss like this, you got to set that edge, keep that ball inside.
That guy's blocking down and then another pulling behind him.
Yep, got to see it, got to set that edge, got to do a better job.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the direct snap, it's Woods. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
This defense didn't hang its head. They've stood tall after the big play. 3rd and goal coming. Jones wants to throw it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And he was off target there, but I tell you what, I'll expect to see more of that. They do a really good job in this offense of getting the running back the football in the passing game. Just let him make plays, let him be a difference maker, ball getting to him in space. So I expect we'll see more of that throughout this game.
Snap in the shotgun. Touchdown Cougars. Fired for the score.
Nice job by the quarterback, hanging in the pocket, hanging in there. He knew he was going to take a lick. He took the lick, delivered a strike, and got the score.
And they had the extra point to finish the drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he's not going to take the touchback. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Give to the back. Got enough for the first down. Oh, he's got some space. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. And the Rebels want to pick up the tempo.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas, right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Not seeing a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended target on that play.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Johnson wants to throw it. Trying to get behind the defense. It's caught. And what a job to get the foot down and make it a huge gain along the sideline. Sends it back in motion. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
The give on the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And this is the area of the field where it gets really, really tough. Because the red zone, you know you got to run the football more. Well, this defense is #1 in the nation against the run. So I look for this offense to be more physical, be creative, try to find ways to run the ball against this defense that is so dynamic.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Finds his man. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down? So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. We've come to the end of the period, and Washington State is on top. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. The Rebels will go for it here on 4th down. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. They'll try to start the second quarter by putting points on the board with a field goal. Right down the boulevard. It's good. That'll bring him to within 4. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, a quick update on a notable game going on right now in the ACC. Duke is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Daniel Jones, this offense is not guaranteed to just keep scoring points today. They're up by a field goal over NC State. Any big changes in this ACC clash, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Turning it on! A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out from the 30.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. They'll move the wide receiver. Jones to throw. Dances away. Fires on the move. Wide open downfield.
There's not a quarterback in college football that's not going to be successful with that much time to throw the football. And I think, Reese, I think I can hear the defensive coordinator in the next room, and he doesn't sound happy. No words that he could use on this broadcast.
They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on 1st down. Pulls it and fires to the left. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Look out, he's got room. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting 1st downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Wide receiver going in motion. Going to the ground. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Gets the back moving. The give to the tailback. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And, you know, when we talk about great 3rd down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. Motion from the back. Jones wants to throw it. Gets it out fast. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on 3rd down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle. He's going to get north and south and somehow get the 1st down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the 4th down.
Tries to get it on the ground. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
Well, they get the 1st down, going for it on 4th and 1, and they're in that fringe area right now in their opponent's territory. It's so important for them to keep the momentum going because they've got to be thinking, we're scoring points here. We're going to pay this drive off.
The Cougars pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Here's the fly sweep. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Wrestled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive.
I love jet sweeps because it puts so much pressure on defenses with their eye discipline. It's really hard for these linebackers and DBs and defensive ends to locate a really fast receiver cutting across the formation so quickly, getting the handoff, and you see that time he's able to use his speed to go get the first.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Motion from the wide receiver. Jones to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Wazoo!
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And they did tack on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Bringing it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Going for the big play. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They're dealing with a second and long. Here comes the heat. Finds his tight end. He's past the 30. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. Johnson looking to throw. Fires complete on the crosser. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Quick completion on the out. There to make the stop, but he is a weapon out of the backfield in the short passing game, and they've got a first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Rebels will have it 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Shoots it to the left. He's got it. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. To the air on first down. Looking to the big tight end. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels!
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
Now they'll try the two-point conversion and try to crawl within 3. Fires to the tight end. He is denied. No good on the two-point try, and the lead remains at 5. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. Coming out with it, it's Odom. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. First play of the drive will come from the 9-yard line. They'll send the back in motion. Buys a little time. Throwing on the run. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Wide receiver comes in motion. The pull and throw off the RPO. He'll be guided out of bounds at the 17, and a productive play there.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And the Cougars are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Complete on 3rd down. There he goes. He gets across the 25, steered out of bounds at the 26.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Jones wants to throw it. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And the throw downfield winds up incomplete, and there's a good reason for that. This guy was being mugged by the defender.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. You simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking downfield on 1st down. He's not afraid to go deep. Intercepted to stop the threat. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's inside the 40. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Rebels will kick it off to start the second half. Looks like he's going to try to return it. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the 3rd quarter.
And you
breaks into the open. Stopped at the 24-yard line after the 10-yard gain.
In halftime in this locker room, there's a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
Right back to the well. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Motion from the wideout. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Washington State will have to boot it away. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. UNLV is ready to go back to work on offense. They marched to the end zone the last time they had it. Do it again, and they'll be on top. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Hey, how about that defense? In the backfield, nowhere to go right away. You could tell they were playing the run game all the way, and they got in the backfield and got the tackle for a loss.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
The coaching staff defensively, they harp on this unit to be more physical, to fly to the football and gang tackle. You're seeing all of that in this game. That's why they're one of the best run defenses in the nation.
And the running game has been disastrous on the last couple of plays. They'll try to salvage the drive on 3rd down. Johnson wants to throw it. Slings it. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
And the Rebels will call on their punt team. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. He's got great speed. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Got him downfield. Hits the accelerator to the right. Inside the tag. Touchdown, Washington State. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. That's his 3rd touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Georgia State is darn near perfect offensively today. This is almost exactly the way they drew things up this week in practice. They're up by 15 over Arkansas State. Sunbelt, Funbelt. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. A rather unproductive series last time, 3-and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. He leaves it with the back. Oh, he's got some space. Gets him on the ground at the 31, but a nice pickup of 15 yards there. The Rebels come to the line in the hurry-up.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Grab behind the line. It's Beasley. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
Plucks it out of the air. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Fires to the big fella. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. And the Rebels will snap it on 1st and 10.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll go right back to him. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. 2nd down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on 2nd down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on 3rd down.
They've started a pretty good drive. This will be the 7th play, but they need to convert 3rd and 5. High coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces the 4th down.
Yeah, and I think 3rd and short is the perfect time to run RPOs because I can give the football or make the read, but I got to make sure in these situations I'm accurate with the football either way. Wasn't accurate with the football, now you got a 4th down situation.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels.
And how about the offense? They spread them out. Everybody spread wide. Easier to read a defense when you do that. They find the matchup they want, and they get rewarded with the score.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Sends it back in motion, using his legs, and it's Woods. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. quickly to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. That's the end of the quarter, and Washington State has the lead. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Jones to throw. Pocket breaking down. Creates a little room. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
Man, I love it when my QB not only uses his athletic ability, but uses his head. Nice job here. Nothing open. Don't force the football. You've got the lead. It's the fourth quarter. Nice job taking off and getting the first down.
With the catch, it's Gore. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
On defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball is going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
And he finally missed one, right? I mean, he's been pretty hot, right? 5 passes in a row. He's been moving the ball around, different platforms, different receivers. Just done a really good job spreading the ball around, and he's human. He finally missed.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Might be changing the route. They'll go to the toss. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Yeah, it's a nice job by this defense. Obviously backed up against it. Time running out. Got to get the football back. 2 good plays. Now third down. I stay aggressive. Have to come after him. If they decide to throw the football, so be it. But stay aggressive. Get that football back for your offense.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
You know, when you go dime personnel package, you got extra DBs in the game, so it's harder to throw if you're the quarterback. There's just not as many windows. They've got more guys in coverage. You're expecting to at least have a little bit more time, but your offensive line, man, they just couldn't hold up.
Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Rebels offense is back on the field. They cut into this lead the last time they had it, and now here in the fourth, a chance to move on top with a score. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. The Rebels are in the hurry-up.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you've got to be prepared.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
The crowd elevating its energy, willing this defense to get a stop on this big third down. Dropping back, it's Hilton. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody in the back end expecting throw. And that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on fourth down. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Looking for a huge play. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you've set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right in the eye.
They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I know you took a loss on first down there trying to run the football, but you've got the lead, and you've got to continue to run the football. And this is a big challenge now for your offensive line. Those guys up front, you've got to find a way against a defense that knows you're going to do it.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Cougars with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. It's a reverse. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. This is the type of play that could be a pivotal moment. Tight game, third and long coming. Jones wants to throw it. Deep shot for the end zone. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. And I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. They're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's throwing.
They get through, and it's blocked. Out of bounds at the 27-yard line, and this offense needed a play like that.
You know, it's blocked field goals in moments like that are momentum changers. That could be the difference in this game. What a great individual effort knocking that thing down.
UNLV is ready to go back to work on offense. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
And the Rebels with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Using the quick game. Turning it on. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man on the outside. At the 35, he's got room. Turning on the jet. Touchdown, UNLV. And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
And at this stage of the game in the 4th quarter, big-time players make big plays in big games. What a great job after he secured the catch in the open field, showing off the speed, taking it to the house, and with it, his team now has the lead.
Up by 1, they'll try to get the deuce and make it a field goal edge. It's complete to the right. He gets into the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and the cushion is now 3. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Odom. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He wants to change this route. Jones to throw. Looking to scramble. Fires to the tight end. He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds. Washington State going quickly. Takes a handoff. It's Woods. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? They'll throw on 3rd and short. Under fire. Blasted as he lets it go.
Well, if that last incompletion's any indicator, it's going to be hard to convert this 4th and short coming up. You're trailing late in the game. You've got to come up with a big completion, but where are you going to go? Where's your best matchup here on this next critical down?
And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Grabbed in the middle, it's Gore. There he goes. Not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. Wants to throw on 1st down. Snagged in the middle, it's Odom. Good pick up, a little bit short of the sticks. Clock's running and they'll try to get to the line, warp speed for 2nd down. Caught behind the line. It's Woods. Great job in this 2-minute drill as he gets out of bounds, keeping the clock on their side as they're trying to pull it out. He knew exactly what they needed there, made the play, and got out of bounds to stop the clock.
And you got to keep this turbo mode on, right? We got to keep going fast. The clock's running down. 4th quarter, need a score. Great execution to get the 1st down. We need a lot more of this on this drive.
Looking to throw on 1st down. With the catch, it's Woods. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Cougars can really attack on this 2nd and short. Jones wants to throw it. Fires to the big fella. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
And obviously that wasn't a great play for this offense, but the defense did their job. They flushed him outside the pocket. But nothing worse than getting tackled in bounds or throwing it for a 4-yard gain, letting that clock tick. Nice job throwing it away, saving as much time as you can.
Good timing on the quick out. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. Fakes the grab. And he'll go down, but he has enough for the 1st down. Timeout called by the offense. A mere 10 seconds to go in the game. Wazoo headed to the line with another 1st down. Flags flying as the pass is incomplete. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. The snap sets up the throw. This time he's got it. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Timeout is called with just a single second left. A huge pressurized kick coming right now as this game hangs in the balance. Timeout is called with just a single second left. And this to tie things up in the final minute. And they'll send out the field goal unit. Splits the uprights. Good. And after the 3-spot guys, we're all tied up. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, in the second overtime and 2-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational-type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
First play of the first possession of OT. Johnson looking to throw. It's complete to the left. He steps out of bounds right at the 15-yard line. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them, but
got some room, entered to the goal line. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. Defense going to use a timeout here to make sure everyone is crystal clear on their assignment here in overtime. Here comes first and goal as they try to strike here in overtime. Here's the snap, looking to throw. A little screen to the running back. Touchdown, Vegas! And they're on top here in overtime. The all-important extra point would push this lead to 7.
When you have so many playmakers on offense like they do, they can score quickly. You just saw it right there.
And he tacks on the extra point. Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown. They'll go to the ground. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short.
And that's a good, solid run there, Reese. And if you want to win in overtime, running the football is a good idea.
Showing that you're the more physical team in overtime can really be a breaking of their will. And the Cougars come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Gets the back moving. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. They'll try to get the edge on the left. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5.
Man, you play this whole game back and forth into overtime. Now you got a chance to set the tone, run the football in overtime, and be a little physical.
And if you can run the ball and not put it in jeopardy by throwing passes, that's a great way to finish the deal. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Third down, and they need a touchdown to stay in the game. He'll keep it on the sneak.
And when you call the quarterback sneak, you're thinking, I'm going to fall forward and get at least a yard. But, Palmer, that defensive line got in there, and the QB got nothing.
Well, he's got to do a better job with the snap count, too, and try to catch the defense when they're napping. Right there, everybody was set and ready. And one more of those type plays, and this dude's losing his quarterback sneak privileges.
Does the drama get any thicker? The offense comes to the line on 4th down here in overtime. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Guys, this is a type of signature win that can set the tone for the future of a program.
And this is the crazy thing about college football with 18 to 22-year-olds. On any given day, anything can happen. And, David, you got to give this team so much credit. They played with their hair on fire and got a tremendous win.
And to keep the belief, to understand, I've got a chance to come in and win this game and not just give us lip service. They told us this could happen throughout the week, but they believed. Even when it got a little difficult, got a little up in the air, they kept fighting, they kept believing, and they get the huge win.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.